Welcome to Upside DIY. So this video is going to be about repairing laptops in a suitcase besides having some tools and things. Um, all you need is actually like a hard shell suitcase, and then you're just going to be, well, you got the tools. So I got like screwdriver. So, you got some random tools or whatever that you could get that around, and then what you're going to do is have pretty much a laptop, or actually, if you have a laptop that needs repair, you could actually fix it. So there's these three pretty much need repair. I actually would like to test them, but um, what you want to do is get the hard drive out of here. These are the old batteries or whatever. There's all types of cool stuff, with these laptops. But I found pretty much two or three of these. I'm not even sure, but and then I found a couple of laptops up there that might power on and things like that. But they're all running like XP Home or Pro, Windows XP. So then what you want to try to do is have like a piece of paper and a notebook and kind of sketch, or write down all the information you could get. You could Google stuff and find out any specs like gigahertz, just because you want all the information to compare, kind of like the demand, the CPU types and things, and you're going to be able to interchange parts to other working computers, I guess. You could change the RAM. So all these laptops, I've been saving them up, and I wanted to make a video before things get too out of date, and these are just going to be just spare hard, just stuff that I need the hard drive, just see if there's anything on there, and then um, data restore it, and maybe um, you know and these three don't work, but maybe one, I mean, I'm pretty sure both of those up there work. So what I'm going to do is partially take those out. I mean, that one's from like another country and things like that, but partially take out take off the cover and try to see if it powers on and all that. And then all I want to do is have pretty much access to the hard drive, so that I could swap out the hard drive from old laptops and put them in those just to see if they're unlocked or whatever. And after that, the hard drives, just, if they're unlocked, um, you know, it might make the computer better. But if they're locked up, which is protected by like the passcode and things like that, I might have to reset the hard drive. It all depends, but having a system to pretty much harvest, and um, having this part in front of me, I just want to just kind of make a video about it. And there are other ways for the suitcase. There you have pretty much like a piece of wood, and you could take apart laptops inside of a box. But what you want to do is have walls, so that just in case you lose a screw, it's not going to get really lost. And then you really want to have a laptop repair notebook. Just write down the names. But I've got a couple of harsh, small, um, suitcases there. But just having a notebook, and you kind of need like a small container, or to store all the small parts, maybe a spare box or something. Um, you know, you, you but you could put the main screws inside of like an envelope and things, and push the screws through the paper to know where they go and stuff like that, or just put everything in whatever you could find. And I guess I was taking apart some TVs, and I have like a jar full of screws, which I'll probably that are probably useless right now, but I put a bunch of cool stuff, and not cool stuff, but just good, clean, just hardware stuff. So I'm organizing a few things. Another idea that I had for taking apart the laptops is actually this kind of like in the doorway of the pretty much DIY, sorting room. I could have a piece of board and just kind of like lay on top of there, and you know, and kind of have the suitcase on the board. Then I could easily take apart a bunch of uh, broken laptops and things. So, if you really need a laptop, I mean, everybody likes to have nice, stuff and things, but you could Google like 2024 cheap laptops, and deals and things like that, and you can probably see some pretty good deals compared to a lot of these old devices that are probably 10 to 20 years old. So I'm not going to say that this is like the greatest idea. It's just what's in front of me and what I have to um, you know figure out, basically. So, and then there are other ideas about newer things, and reviews on products, and you gotta take your time and figure out the price, and the device, and what's what's kind of like comparing it to like used and new stuff, and the online resellers and deals, they're just like a whole like dimension cheaper than what's locally, and you just have to figure that out, and know where to go, and then just you know so yeah, it's kind of crazy, but this is what I'm going to do next for most of my electronics. Is like I just mentioned, just just stuck for now. And if I have any time, or any better ideas, then I'll go from there. But for now, it's dealing with what's in front of me, just trying to stay a little bit ahead of myself, and that's just nothing more. I mean, if I have money and all that stuff to you know figure out, then you know things will be a little easier and this and that. But maybe I have to use that money to make more money, so you just never know. So yeah, a few things, and with consoles, I'm kind of cutting back on a lot of electronics. They just take a little bit of time, and it's like towards the end, it's just like you gotta have the right system, you gotta have the right machines to do the work, So, and all these machines aren't that great for me, that I have. So compared to like a 3D printer, or scanners, or antennas and walkie-talkies, and all that stuff. This is just like for like 10-year-olds. It's just not even like compared to what's really out there. So I have a few more examples of why what I'm going to be doing, and this laptop is made in like 2012, 13, or whatnot. It's a Lenovo IdeaPad 100, and I think I have a 110 underneath that's crashing. It's got hard drives in it, 1 terabyte hard drive, and and this one has 200. But I got it to like uncrash. There's like a small light. So there are lights on this lap. That's the power light. But then sometimes there's a blinking light, and when things are I usually keep my laptop in sleep mode, and do work with a lot of settings to keep those to keep my USB drives on, and then I'm usually on my cell phone. But this light, that's people have been trying to hack my these are kind of old laptops, and they do break down, so I'm not going to say they hacked, but this light will start blinking. Maybe it's the charging light and things like that. But yeah, this thing crashed, and it took me maybe a few hours to get it to power back on. But now it's just completely an old laptop with stuff on the hard drive, and stuff on the hard drive and stuff. It's you you gotta basically back up to another device and things like that. So I gotta deal with things like that. Maybe unplug the battery, etc. Maybe keep it powered on, unplug all the USB stuff, um, you know, and keep it powered on or whatnot. If I want to try to be, if I want to try to work on it, but this one's a newer laptop, so this one is going to be pretty much my workbench. It's crashing and all that stuff, and a lot of these new devices will kind of like keep you like in the loophole to like always update and all this stuff, and it gets a little bit frustrating to keep you're wasting time, and not knowing anything that that it's doing, because one day you're setting up everything, and then the next day the internet wants you to do updates, and and then things don't work, and then it's just like it's not even like you know it's not like how you would think the old days were, where you could just kind of figure out, like, what is the process and purpose of just always being like harassed by unknown um you know um you know machines. So it's really tough, but yeah, I gotta make a plan, and just I need to build like a main system, have external hard drives, back up as much data just so that you could transfer it to another machine, is all that I'm saying. And then after that, I see on the internet, people are just rebuilding these and selling them, for and yeah, that's how it works. They don't even care. They just want their things for themselves, and not really because they have to. They gotta figure out what's really this the internet and this world is about. So I'll see you guys on the next Upside DIY. This is a bad update, but I try to make something positive out of it to try to help anybody that could that have to manage with what's in front of them, and having crashed laptops. You just gotta focus, and you know see you later on the next Upside DIY. So these were old laptops, and now I just gotta keep trying to figure it out.